without adjustment. Okay. So I heard some students are facing problem regarding how to post the transactions into trading account, profit and loss account, and balance it, irrespective of providing so many videos regarding the format, specimen, solution, and all. So not to worry, it's your doubt and it's my responsibility to clear. Okay. So see, I'm telling in a shorter way. I'm telling in a shorter way what kind of transactions or what kind of items are posted to the trading account, to the profit and loss account, and to balance sheet. Remember, as in one of my videos, I have given you the entire syllabus gist where you must be knowing that there are 3 chapters in first unit. So we are going in the first chapter now because the expenditure and its types is not being a part of the unit. It's just given for your proper understanding for solution of the problem. So it is not considered to be a chapter. Okay, it was the 0 chapter. The next first chapter is final account without adjustment, and we have the next chapter ahead that is called as final account with adjustment. So it is obvious that when you are reading it for the first time or you are watching the video for the first time, so definitely there will be confusions, problems, misappropriations, inability to understand. You will not be getting some reliable information how to get depend on. Okay, so this sort of problems will occur. So not to worry about it. I will tell today again a similar thing, that how to post items into your financial statement. Remember, until we complete our first unit, we have to properly digest. In the sense I am telling, digest means you have to properly understand and inculcate this preparation of the financial statements, that are trading, profit and loss, and balance sheet. Unless we gather knowledge to prepare these 3 financial statements, it will be very difficult to finish this chapter and to commence the new chapter. Okay, remember. Okay. So not to worry about it. I will tell you again how the items are usually posted. Okay, I will tell you in 2 ways. First of all, I will tell you in a general way what kind of items or what transactions that occur in a business operation. In the second part, I will tell you how by the medium of the financial statements, how the items are posted. So please watch carefully. Okay, so let's start our video. Look, while preparing trial balance in your earlier classes when we were studying, I told you when you are going to prepare a trial balance. Okay, there are 2 ways of preparing trial balance. If you are journalizing the transactions, posting those transactions into respective ledger accounts, and then if you are taking to trial balance, it is much easier to prepare a trial balance, because when you are closing the ledger account, you are putting the highest total following the matching concept. Then on the deficit side, you are writing either to balance carried out, either by balance carried out. Then that is again taken to be as the brought down on the opposite side, that is by brought down or to brought down balance. Okay. So in that case, the brought down balance that exists on which side means debit or credit side, that is taken to be the actual balance. For example, if cash account shows by balance carried out, that means the closing balance is credit side. But closing balance is not the answer. Balance brought down is the answer. So if you make it brought down, you will make it on the debit side. That is cash account brought down balance shows in the debit side. That is true balance brought down 2,000, 5,000, whatever the amount. That means the cash account shows debit balance. Remember, wherever the brought down balance is put, that is supposed to be your actual balance, and in that way only you put it into the debit or credit column depending on the balance a particular ledger account shows in your ledger. Okay. Second way is you are having a question and the different numerous items are given and you have to identify where you have to post. Like you have to post it to the debit column or you have to post it into the credit column, because trial balance is just a summarized statement. Trial balance is not an account. You have to just write down the items and you have to write the respective balance in the form of debit balance or in the form of credit balance. So when you prepare ledger accounts and you close them subsequently by making it brought down in the next year or next month, so you can easily transfer to trial balance. If it shows debit balance brought down, you will take it into the debit column. If it shows credit balance brought down, you will take it into the credit column of trial balance. But when the transactions are, items are given in the postal like a data, and you are converting it into information by preparing trial balance. You know data and information, you must be reading those things in the statistics. So the question of trial balance, where it gives some separate or different type of items. Okay, that is just the data of a business organization. You have to put it into information by processing it. So what is the processing process? Processing phenomenon is called as preparing trial balance, posting those items given in the question to respective debit or credit column. But how you are doing that if you are not preparing ledger account? Just items are given in the question, you have to prepare trial balance. In that case, what you are doing will do the same thing now. Okay. You have to identify what sort of distinct items. Remember, what sort of distinct items that occur in the business organization. There are some 5 to 6 categorization or items that exist in the business organization. I am not telling about like the examples. I am telling about the categorization. For example, I am telling expenses. So expenses is a categorization or it's an item. But when you take the examples of expenses, there are numerous expenses depending on the nature of business, the type of business, depending on the transactions of the business. Okay. So I am telling about the categorization. So there are 5 to 6 categorizations that we have made while preparation of trial balance. So I am doing the same way, or the traditional rule that we have studied earlier. So I am doing the same way. Please watch it carefully. So almost there are 5 to 6 categorizations that exist in a business organization. Okay, or you generally tell as a items. Okay. So what are those items? See, first of all you have expenses. You have expenses. Okay, then you have income. Okay, I am telling you the general way. Please look and understand properly. Okay, expenses and income. If these two factors are there in a business organization, obviously after comparison of these two factors, either you will get profit or loss. So I am writing here profit, loss. So these two are also another distinct items coming out of comparison between expenses and income. And the last two items that are totally different from these four is assets and liabilities. How many types of assets and liabilities are there? I have already made video regarding that, including the format within it. So when you have doubt, please watch those videos. Okay, I am just making it as a understanding way by the media of this video. Okay. So these are the 6 categorizations that you use to follow while preparing trial balance out of the given question or the item that are given in the question. Okay, so see, now I will not tell what balance is you know very well, because expenses shows debit balance, income shows credit balance, profit shows credit balance, loss shows debit balance, assets shows debit balance, liability shows credit balance. You know all these things well. We have studied the traditional rule or modern rule of accounting. Okay. Now I am not telling you the rules. Remember, these are the only 6 categorizations that exist in the business organization. If you take example of any transaction that comes within the arena of these 6 items only, I mean to say that any transaction or any item if you take of a business organization, irrelevant to the nature or type of business, processing industry, construction industry, manufacturing industry, whatever type of industry or business if you take, manufacturing, trading, whatever, service, goods oriented, whatever type of business you take, any type of items, any type of transactions comes under these 6 categorizations or 6 items. So not to worry about. If we know properly about these 6 items, we can easily prepare final account without committing any mistake or error. Okay. So see, before I told you expenses. So when we are preparing final account, we should know what expenses is. Expenses is necessarily short-term payments made by a business organization for different activities. Okay. So see, expenses are of 2 types. What? Direct expenses and indirect expenses. Direct expenses and indirect expenses. And depending on the nature of expenses, you have to post it into the respective financial statement. Remember, I told you that in the second part I will tell you by the way of preparing financial statement what sort of expense incomes are arising. Now I am telling you just the general introduction, what sort of expense and income exists in the business organization. So look, okay, the expenses are of 2 types, direct expense, indirect expense. And I will tell you where these expenses goes. Okay, you know very well. Direct expenses goes to trading account, indirect expenses goes to profit and loss account. Okay. Then coming to the income part, again we have 2 types, that is direct income, indirect income. So same goes here also. Direct income are taken to the credit side of trading account, indirect income are taken to the credit side of profit and loss account. And you have only one direct income in your business organization, that is your revenue or the sales that you generate by selling of the goods during a particular period. Okay. and there is no profit or loss. We are also having types, but here it is not required for classification because I have already made video regarding that. That is profit 2 types: capital profit, revenue profit, capital loss, revenue loss. So here, while preparation of final accounts, we do not need to categorize into going deep into this. Okay, just know these two things. Then we have assets, and assets and liabilities are all together taken to the balance sheet, which is called as a position statement. Okay, and the categorization of assets and liabilities also I have told you. If you want, I will tell it again also. So see, these are the 6 categorizations of the 6 items that are existing in the business organization. There is no other transaction or there is no any sort of item that are existing out of these 6 categorizations. Okay, so this is the arena or the, if you say, the area where the transactions come into it. No transaction or no item is out of these 6 categorizations. So expenses 2 types, incomes 2 types. These 2 things are helpful for preparing income statement, that is a trading and profit and loss account. Okay, these 2 are helpful for preparing income statement, where income statement is called as trading account and profit and loss account. In the merger of these 2, trading and profit and loss account is combinedly called as a income statement. So these 4 items are needed for preparing income statement, that is trading and profit and loss. And you know, profit and loss categorization is not needed here. That you get gross profit and net profit is called as revenue profit. When you sell some assets and get profit, that is called as capital profit. In my video of receipts and payments, I have already explained it with better examples. So if you have any problem regarding that or doubt, you can watch that video again. So when you compare these 2, you get either profit or loss. So profits, that are 2 types of profit you are getting into your final account is 2 types of profit. What is 2 types of profit? That is gross profit, net profit. Okay. Here I am not telling you the nature of profit. Here we are discussing the type of profit that we are getting in solution of financial statements. That is 2 types of profit: gross profit, net profit. Similarly, if you get loss also, 2 types. That is gross loss, net loss. Okay. So this is what the information about the income statement. Coming to the assets and liabilities, the last 2 most important categorization of this part. Okay, these 2 are taken to balance sheet, which is already also called as position statement. Okay, what is also called as position statement. So assets and liabilities are taken to balance sheet, liabilities are taken to the left hand side of balance sheet, and assets are taken to the right hand side of balance sheet. Okay, so balance sheet is a statement, it is not an account. So you can prepare, you cannot write debit and credit. Okay, you have to prepare in the left side liabilities and in the right side assets. Okay, so now after going through this, we will go through the financial statement, what type of adjustment or what type of items coming through our way, and we can post it in a better way. Okay, look carefully. Now we are going to discuss the financial statement that exists in business organization for solution of the chapter called final accounts. Okay. For example, see, this. See, we are preparing financial statements under the chapter final account. Okay. Financial statements. How many types of financial statements are there? 3 types. There are 3 types of financial statements. First is trading account. Okay, then you have profit and loss account. Then you have balance sheet. Okay, so these are the 3 financial statements that we are preparing under the chapter final account. Either in the chapter final account without adjustment or in the chapter final account with adjustment, we are going to prepare these 3 financial statements. The difference is that in the adjustment chapter, you will be getting more items and more postings in these 3 financial statements. That is not in the without adjustment. So it is much easier than that chapter. Okay. So if you understand this chapter properly only, then we can start the final account adjustment part. Okay. So trading account, as you know, it's a real account and nominal account both. I have explained you why, because the expenses are also posted and real account balances are also posted. Profit and loss account is purely a nominal account. Balance sheet is a state. Okay. So now we'll see in these accounts what things are posted. So trading account and profit and loss account are combined called as income statement. Balance sheet is itself called as a position statement. So if you individually prepare trading account, profit and loss account, then also it's okay. If you prepare by combination that I have done in last 2 videos, that is also advisable because less time is consumed and less space is also consumed. Okay. So we'll see trading account, what sort of items are posted. Remember, while categorization of the expense and income, I have told you what kind of expense and income are there. Just make it a revision into your mind so that you will understand it in a proper way. Okay. So, okay students, now we will be discussing the types of financial statement and how under financial statement different type of statements are there and different type of expenses are posted to which side or which way. Okay. So the financial statements are of usually 3 types, as you know. First is trading account. Okay. Okay, so trading account is a ledger account. Okay, so in ledger account there are 2 sides. What are those 2 sides? Debit side and credit side. Then under debit side we are writing the direct expenses. See, I have already told the meaning of this financial statement, the meaning of the expenses. I am just by the medium of this video telling you how to post expenses and how to post the assets and liabilities. That's it. Okay. These meanings are already discussed. I am not going deeper into it. So in debit side, direct expenses are written, and in the credit side, direct income. That you have only sales. Okay. So direct income is the single item, that is sales. You don't have any other direct income other than sales that which will be posted to trading account. Okay. So see, trading account has 2 sides, that is debit side and credit side. Left hand side is the debit side, right hand side is the credit side. In the debit side you are writing direct expenses and in the credit side you are writing direct income. Now, for which purpose trading account is prepared? Trading account is prepared for production activities. For what it is prepared? Production activities. And where does production activities are taken place? That is in your factory unit. Where it is taken? That is in your factory unit. Okay. So this is the detail of trading account. Debit side direct expenses, credit side direct income. And trading account is prepared for production activities. So where does production activities are taken? In the factory unit. Similarly, we will go with the profit and loss account also. Just I am telling you like theoretical way, so I am writing account in the full word, but you can write account as A/C, you know very well. Okay. So profit and loss account again has same 2 sides, that is debit side, credit side. Okay. So in the debit side you are writing indirect expenses. What you are writing? Indirect expenses. And you know the meaning of indirect expenses. In general way, if we say expenses that are not made for production or expenses that are not direct expenses are called as indirect expenses. And in the credit side, you write indirect incomes. And it is very easy to identify the indirect incomes because there is only one direct income in your business organization, that is sales. So other than sales, whatever the receipts are made, short-term receipts or income, that are called as indirect income. So directly they will go to the credit side of profit and loss account. Okay. And now see, profit and loss account is prepared for what? Administration purpose. What purpose? Administration purpose. Means administration for administrative purposes can be called as those purposes or uses other than production use. So any other purpose made in the business organization or fulfilled in the business organization other than carrying out the production activities are said to be the administrative purposes. Okay, so administrative purposes or office purpose, you can say anything. So administrative purposes or activities are taken place in office unit. Okay, which unit? Office unit. Clear? So trading account is prepared for direct expense and direct income, where production activities are taken and production activities are taken in factory unit. Profit and loss account is prepared for posting of indirect expenses and indirect income, meaning I have already explained you and also given you the notes. So it is prepared for administrative purposes, and administrative activities or purposes are taken place in office unit. These two are most important. Okay. Now the third and most important financial statement, that is your position. See, these two are called as income statement, as you know. Now we are discussing about the position statement. So which is your position statement? That is your balance sheet. Okay, so now we are going to discuss about balance sheet. So I am writing a little bit down for making a proper classification and categorization for better understanding. Okay. So the third financial statement under the final account chapter is balance sheet, which is otherwise called as position statement. Why it is called as position statement? Because it discloses the financial position of the business. And why trading and profit and loss account are called as income statement? Because it determines the excess of income over the expenses. So basically the different type of incomes are shown in this account. So it is called as a income statement. And where also you get profit or loss. So balance sheet, we do not, balance sheet is a statement. See, not to confuse again with the statement and account, I have told you, all accounts are statements, but all statements are not accounts. So anything that is in written form can be called as a statement. So account generally it is in the written form, it is a statement. So I have told trading account, profit and loss account can be called as a statement. But balance sheet by nature being a statement, it cannot be an account. And since balance sheet is not an account but a statement, so it must not be having a debit side or credit side. So we will write simple in general way that left hand side what items are posted and right hand side what items are posted. So it does not have any debit side or credit side. So balance sheet has two sides. So I am writing here for better identification. Left hand side. And here we have right hand side. Or you can say LHS, RHS, you must be studied in maths. LHS, RHS. So LHS means left hand side, RHS means right hand side. So what are posted in left hand side? Okay. In left hand side of balance sheet, different type of liabilities are written. What are written? Liabilities. Okay, and in right hand side, what are written? Assets. Okay, clear? So in the left hand side of balance sheet, liabilities are written, and in the right hand side of balance sheet, assets are written. Okay. So again, there are different type of liabilities and assets, which I am writing just the name because the meaning is properly explained in our earlier videos, and also I have made the categorization in the format part. So look that video. Again, if you have any problem for a shorter introduction, you can watch this. So liabilities are of certain types. See, first is your fixed liability, where you write your capital adjustments and long-term loans. Then you have current liabilities. Again, you have fictitious liabilities. Fictitious liabilities are supposed to be those liabilities which do not have any physical form in the business organization. And the last liability, that is a categorization but do not exist in balance sheet or not shown in the financial statement, because it is a it shows some uncertainties which may take place or may not take place. So these are just shown in the footnotes out of your trial balance in the form of the adjustments. So these type of liabilities are not posted as the liability of balance sheet, but these are posted by way of deduction from certain type of assets, which assets are reduced by the existence of such liabilities. Clear? So I am going to write the type of liability which, when occurs, is the such type of liabilities are gives rise to reduction in the particular type of assets. Okay, so these type of liabilities are not posted to the liability side of balance sheet but to the asset side of balance sheet by way of reduction of respective assets, which leads down to the reduction in the value of assets. So those liabilities are contingent liabilities, and these liabilities exist by virtue of your convention of conservatism. See, convention of conservatism says prepare for the future, or no anticipation of profit but anticipation of loss. So it says the prepare for the necessary discrepancies and uncertainties or uncontrollable factors that may take place in future. So that is what, according to those conventions, there are some certain results are maintained. So that comes under the contingent liabilities. Okay. In financial accounting, every topic, every concept, every convention is related with the solution of the problems or different business transactions in the business. Okay, so all are interrelated. If you don't understand the theory in a better way regarding the concepts, conventions or various things, you won't understand the categorizations and the solution to the problem. So it's very, very important. Never misappropriate or never miss those theories. Okay, always you have to inculcate those theories while you are making the necessary categorization, because all are interrelated. Okay, so these are the 4 types of liabilities. Okay, but this type of liability is not posted in balance sheet but posted in the balance sheet by way of deduction from respective asset. Okay, it is not posted in the liability side of balance sheet. Coming to assets. So again, there are certain type of assets. Fixed assets, then we have current assets, likewise the liabilities, it is also there, fixed, current and 50 days. Where we have discussed about the specimen of balance sheet, I have made it a proper categorization like in the opposite part with examples. Okay, please watch it for understanding of balance sheet. Then in the asset side you have fixed asset, then you have current asset, long-term asset, short-term asset, long-term liability, short-term liability. Liability without any physical form, so here asset without any physical form will be fictitious assets. Okay. There are other assets too that are called as intangible assets. These are also long-term assets, but they are not visible. They are supposed to be the properties of business, but these are not visible. Okay, existence is there, but not physical existence. So the difference between fictitious and intangible, I have already told you. Both the assets do not have any physical form, but these are short-term assets, these are long-term assets or properties. Then another type of asset is contingent asset. Likewise, the contingent liability, contingent assets are also having very less chance to occur in the business organization. So coming to the examples of contingent assets and liabilities, I have also told in the specimen part what contingency means and what kind of contingency liability exists in the business organization and what kind of contingent asset exists in the business organization. And in the conclusion, we have also seen that contingencies are uncertain or uncontrollable too, but it may take place or may not take place. So there are not very much type of assets and liabilities coming under the categorization of contingent assets and liabilities. So therefore, contingent assets and liabilities exist in a rare case. So contingency liabilities may take place. Okay, contingent liabilities may take place in business organization, but you don't record in the liability side of balance sheet, but in the asset side of balance sheet by way of reduction from particular asset. So now we do not have come across certain items regarding contingent liability. When it will be coming in the problem, I will make you explain again properly with necessary effect and treatment. But coming to the part contingent assets, it has very less chance of occurrence in the business, that is 0.001. So contingent liabilities may occur in the business, but contingent assets no chance to occur. Okay, very less, 0.01 or negligible chance for occurrence of contingent assets. Okay. So see, this is the way you have to prepare final account without adjustment. You have to prepare 3 financial statements: trading account, profit loss account and balance sheet. So trading account has 2 sides, debit side and credit side. In the debit side you record direct expenses, and in credit side you record direct income. On trading account is prepared for the production activities which is taking place in the factory unit. Coming to our next income statement, that is profit and loss account, it has also 2 sides even. debit side and credit side. In the debit side, indirect expenses are recorded. In the credit side, indirect incomes are recorded. And indirect expenses or indirect incomes are made for the administrative purposes, which again taken place in the office unit of a business enterprise. Then coming to our last and most important financial statement, that is balance sheet. Under the balance sheet, since it is always a position statement and by nature it is a statement, not an account, so it do not have any debit side or credit side. It has two sides which we can say LHS or RHS, that is left hand side or right hand side. In the left hand side, we record different type of liabilities, okay, which we have discussed in the format part, and in the right hand side we have discussed also different type of assets that are recorded. And I have told you that when you prepare balance sheet, it is not necessary that you write the different categorization or the types of assets and liabilities while posting or transferring the items from liabilities in the form of assets and liabilities to your balance sheet. But remember that if you make a better presentation by categorization of the assets and liabilities, even if they do not exist, just put a hyphen or a nil, writing it nil. So you have to make a proper categorization of assets and liabilities when you prepare balance sheet, just to make it more precise and get or fetch you good marks. Okay, so this is all about the shorter introduction of the financial statement that you prepare under final account. Okay, this will be prepared also under final account with adjustment, but the items or the volume of the transaction will be much higher or more than this chapter. Okay, so if you have any problem for posting transactions in the financial statement, please watch this video. And again, if you have any problem in this too, you can ask me. Okay, any doubt will be there, I will be ready to clear it, and it will be a pleasure to help you. Okay, but the thing is, you should give response, watch it carefully and make your doubts clear within span of time. Okay, thank you.